Hello and welcome to Hertfordshire Archives and Local Studies. My name is Claudia Williams and I'm one of the archivists here. We're delighted to be reopened to the public. Things are a little bit different now though, and this short video has been created to talk you through what to expect during your visit and how to prepare beforehand online. We reviewed our ordering and document viewing procedures in the archive reading room and in the local studies library. This means that we have had to make extra time to quarantine documents before and after your visit. This means that we have reduced our opening hours and we're now only open for pre-booked appointments, and this is the system that's in place for the archive reading room and for the local studies library. Sessions are time limited and you'll be able to book them online. We will talk you through how to do that later on in this video. So here's what to expect when you arrive. The door will be closed, so we ask you to please wait outside until your appointment time. As we have other customers in the building, we will not be able to let you in early, so please make sure you arrive on time. As you might expect, when you enter the building, you are required to wear a face covering unless you are exempt. We also have a hands-free hygiene station just here for you to sanitise your hands with. And if you have a HALS card, we'd like you to bring it with you. If you don't, we'll issue you with a temporary one on the day. A member of staff will then bring you through to the HALS foyer, where you'll be shown your allocated locker. Our toilet facilities are open as usual. Our snack machine has been removed and the coffee machine is currently out of order, but we do have a water fountain here if you'd like to use it. You see we've removed some of the seats and the tables in the foyer. You will not be able to stay here over lunch, and we do not allow food or other drinks to be consumed here. You'll then be shown into the archive reading room. Please don't forget your pencils. As you come into the archive reading room, we have a dedicated QR code for you to scan if you choose. You'll then be shown to your allocated desk. We've had to reduce the number of desks available due to social distancing guidelines. We've installed screens at all of our inquiry desks, and you'll find staff sat behind them wearing masks as well. There will also be social distancing from all customers.
Hi, my name's Janice Brooker and I'm Local Studies Librarian here at Hertfordshire Archives and Local Studies, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how our services have changed in the Local Studies Library. So the first thing you'll notice when you come into the Local Studies Library is that we've got a one-way system. So please follow the arrows which are on the floor. These will guide you through the building so that we can ensure that everybody remains socially distanced. You also notice that we've got hand gel sanitizer as you come in to the room. Please do use it. And if you want to check in using the NHS COVID-19 app, there's a QR code there for you to use. We've changed the layout in the Local Studies Library. We've moved our tables and chairs around to allow more space so that you can move safely around the building. When you've made your booking, you will have been allocated a desk, a computer and a microfilm reader, and the spacing allows you to move safely from one to the other. You will have pre-ordered all of your items in advance, and the items that you have ordered will be placed in a crate and then put on the table where you'll be sitting, and they'll be waiting ready for you when you arrive. When you're finished with your items, please put them onto the trolley and not into the crate. Just leave the crate on the table and a member of staff will collect it. You can see there's plenty of notices around in the library which mention that there is no browsing of our collections. Unfortunately, you cannot ask for nor can be provided with other materials other than those that you've pre-ordered. There will be a member of staff on duty in the Local Studies Library at all times during your visit. They'll be at the inquiry desk, which is protected by a screen, and they'll also be wearing a mask, which is required. If you need any assistance, please do ask the member of staff if you need any help. We've made some changes to how you can pay for items. Wherever possible, please do pay using a card. We are able to take contactless payments. You can still make photocopies using our photocopier, with the exception of maps. We're not allowing any map copying at the moment. If you do want a copy of a map, please talk to a member of staff on duty and they'll advise you. To make the most of your visit, we're going to talk you through the online resources you can use to prepare. I'm going to be talking you through the library catalogue and Hertfordshire Names Online, our online index. We're going to start with the County Council website. The address for this is www.hertfordshire.gov.uk, and this is what the homepage looks like. I'm going to click on Libraries and Archives. And this is the Libraries and Archives page. Let's scroll down a little. And then what we're going to do is we're going to choose Find a Book. This takes us to the library's catalogue, which also includes all our stock. All the stock that's held at Hertfordshire Archives and Local Studies is on here as well. So you can actually put the information that you want to look for into the search and reserve box. You can put in the name of an author, you can put in a title of a book, you can even put in a topic if you wish. And I'm going to demonstrate this by putting in the town of Baldock. And I'm going to click on the top entry and click, and here we are. And it says it's found 160 records. And as we scroll down, you can see there are a lot of titles of different books available. Now you'll notice with this particular reference, it lists out not only the stock that's held by us, Hertfordshire Archives and Local Studies, but also the stock that's held in the local library at Baldock as well. When you're requesting material for us, please make sure that you're actually choosing an item that's listed as one of our items in stock. So, this particular item is called How You Can Discover Baldock's Past, A Guide to Useful Sources by Jane Havercroft. If you're requesting to have a look at this item at HALS, you'll need to make a note of the author and the title, which is shown up here at the top. And then, if you look down, find our item of stock and make a note of this reference number. This is also known as a Dewey class number. So you'd need to make a note of this number and the author and the title. If we scroll down further, to the very bottom of the page, you'll notice there are 5 pages of different types of material available on Baldock, which you can look through. I'm now going to talk you through Hertfordshire Names Online, which is our online index to material which is held both in the library and in the archive collections. So from the County Council homepage, choose Libraries and Archives. And then choose Archives and Local Studies. This is the Archives and Local Studies homepage, and on this one we're going to choose Search Hertfordshire Names Online. And this brings up our very simple search box. And as you can see, there's a wide variety of categories of material that are available when you search. We're going to search for Baldock again to see what information it brings up. And as you can see, it brings up a lot of results under each of these headings. We're going to try the newspapers and magazines heading, so you can just click on the blue link. And it brings up all the results for Baldock in our newspapers and magazines collection. Some of these will be held on microfilm, some of them will be held as hard copies of magazines or newspapers. It starts with the oldest item and then runs through 15 pages all the way down to the most recent items which have been indexed. You can actually change it round, so if you wanted more recent items, rather than running through all the pages, you just click here, choose descending, and then choose sort. And it'll now rearrange all the items. So these are the most recent items that have been indexed by the staff here at Hertfordshire Archives and Local Studies. So say you wanted to have a look at one of these items, how would you go about it? Say for example you wanted to look at this item, about the president of the Baldock Rotary Club. You would need to tell us the title of the source, so the Stevenage Comet, and you'd need to tell us the publication date. And you'd need to make a note of that to let us know what you wanted to see. If you want to go back and see what other types of material are available, just click on the link at the top of the page which says Return to Simple Search. And that will take you back so you can look at other categories. You can also do a surname search. So if we get rid of that and we'll put a surname in. As you can see, not all of the boxes are highlighted, but some of them are. And if we click on the crime and punishment one, we get similar sorts of results. So we've got the name of the person, we've got the date the event took place, and some details about the person, and the type of record, and the reference number. So when you're requesting these items, you'll need to give us the document reference number and other details from this record so that we can prepare it for you. Now I'm going to hand over to Claudia, who's going to tell you how to order items from the archive catalogue.
So we have over 300,000 entries in our online catalogue, and we're constantly adding to this to make sure that everything is available online for our customers. So now I'll talk you through the catalogue and how to search it. So as with searching for library items, from the County Council homepage, click on Libraries and Archives. Then you want to click Archives and Local Studies. Now, if you scroll down a little, on the left hand side in the purple box it says Search the Archive Catalogue, so click that. So there are other ways to browse the collection. There's some lists of people or places at the bottom of this page, but to search you go back to the top and you use this toolbar at the top. Now it says Search Shop and Collections, and that's important to remember that it will also bring up items from our heritage shop, and I will show you how to take that search function off. You can do an advanced search and you can do a simple search. We'll start with a simple one. So if you use the toolbar to type in what you're going to look for, I'm going to look for Baldock records. And then just click search. So this is the search results page. On the left hand toolbar you can choose to sort the results by relevance, title, date ascending or descending. And if you go one further, you can deselect pages and shop. Now when I've clicked that, it means that it will only show me results from the collection, which is what we want today. I've still got 25 pages of results, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to use the advanced option to change that and filter the results a bit more. So if you go back to the toolbar at the top and click on advanced, and you can do various different search types using all of the words or some of the words or the exact phrase. I'm going to use exact phrase because I want it to be very specific. Now you can prioritize your results by the main title text. So here I'm going to add in again what exactly I'm looking for, which is Baldock. You have a creator, so the author or the editor field. You can search by place name as well. You can search for a specific format, such as a CD. Or if you know the document reference, you can type that in here, and that will bring up that specific entry. Or you can search within a date range at the bottom, which is what I'm going to do now. So you can search from, for example, 1901 to 1991. And now if you scroll back up to the top and click search again. So you can see this now brings up 9 pages of results, so it's a lot more specific. So I'm going to have a little look through. This sounds interesting, so I'm going to click on View Record to learn more about the record. So this page tells me that the record is held here at the archives. The date is late 19th to early 20th century, which is what I'm looking for, and the document reference is there. Now if you look on the right hand side, this is the hierarchy, so that tells me about the collection that this item is from. So if I look at the top, I can see that this is from the collection DEHX, which is about half a museum. So that means that this is probably a photograph. Now if I want to order an item, we'll be using the Eventbrite booking system. So once you have finished your research of our online catalogue and you have a list of all your document references, you're ready to book. I'm now going to show you how to book via our online system on Eventbrite. So to find our Eventbrite booking system, if you go back to the Hertfordshire County Council website, click again on Libraries and Archives. Then click on Archives and Local Studies. This takes you to our homepage. Now, if you scroll down, on the right hand side in the blue box, you'll see some information about our reopening. There's a link to book an appointment, and you click this. And this takes you direct to Eventbrite. So it's important to remember that when you're using this website, this is to create a booking request. Your booking is not confirmed until a member of staff has gotten back to you. So we'll have a little look at this page. If you scroll down, you have lots of information about how to book the event, things to expect when you come to your to HALS, and about ordering items before your visit. So you'll have had a look at our online catalogues and you'll have a list of your documents ready. You can order up to 8 documents or books per visit, and this is important to remember. There's also information about test and trace and how we're using any details that are collected for this purpose. Now to book, you want to click on the orange button that says select a date. So this will show you all of the dates and sessions that are available to book still. You can do this just by scrolling down, or if you go back to the top, you can see that you can filter the results by date. So if you click on this and have a think about when you'd like to come, any dates that come up with a little red line through it, that means they're unavailable. You can click on the arrows either side of the month to take you forward or back a month. I'm going to click on the 5th of November and see what's available. So I can see that there's some slots still available here. So there's 9:30 till 12 on Thursday the 5th of November, so I'm going to register for that one. So now if you click the orange button, register. I'd like to visit the archive room, so this is the one that I'm going to select. If you click the drop down menu, you can book for 1 person. If I wanted to book for 2 people, I would need to make 2 separate bookings and make sure that the archive staff are aware of this to make sure that we are 2 people coming together. You can also book for the library in exactly the same way, but you will need to do this separately if you wish to visit both the archive and the library. Now you click register, the orange button at the bottom. So this is the checkout page where you fill out your information. It's important to remember that there's a timer at the top of the page. You get 15 minutes to fill this in, so it's a good idea to have all of your information ready first, including your document reference list. I'll just take you through the information that we require. So we require contact information, including a home address and telephone number, and this is to do with test and trace in case we needed to contact you. Then there are some questions that you need to answer. So do you have a Hart or a Kahn reader's card? And you'll click on the drop down menu and click yes or no. It's important to remember that if you do not have a reader's card, or if this is your first visit, please bring some ID with you that shows your name, address and signature, such as a driving licence, and we can issue you a day pass. The next question is, do you have any access requirements? Please click yes or no again from the drop-down menu. If you have any access requirements and you've clicked yes, you can type them in this box as well. Now we come to the document reference section. As previously mentioned, you can request up to 8 document references for one session. So you can type them in one by one. So scrolling through these, the following question is, would you like to purchase a photograph permit on the day? This is so that you can take photographs on your phone or your camera, and it costs £5 per session, which you can pay on your visit to the archives. If you're not sure, you can click no, and you can always change your mind on the day. The next question we ask is if you require a power socket for your laptop. We ask this because there is limited availability. We will try our best to accommodate your request, but we do suggest that you make sure your power bank is full before you come to the archives. We also ask you if you require the use of a public access computer. This is because in the archive reading room they are very limited. You'll then be asked to click a box that says that you accept to our terms and conditions that this is a provisional booking only, and that a member of staff will be in touch via email or telephone to confirm the booking and session time. Once all of this has gone through and you've ticked every box, you'll be able to click register at the bottom, and that will take you through to the end of the checkout. So now that I've booked for the archive room, if I wanted to come back in the afternoon and use the library, I'll have to start again and make a new booking just for the library. You're not able to book for the archive room and the local studies library in just the morning. You need to book for the morning and the afternoon. This is because we have a limited number of spaces available for customers, and also we are shut over the lunchtime period. So I've just shown you how to make a booking for the archive reading room, but if you'd also like to access library collections on the same day, you'll need to go back, do the process again and make a separate booking online. If you have any questions, the contact details are on the screen, and we look forward to seeing you soon.